So my name's Callie, and I primarily came to Mobilates when I was diagnosed with very severe osteoarthritis in both knees. I've also got lymphedema in the lower legs. Before I found Mobilates, I had been going to a local Pilates teacher, and we used to do it in her house. She had a studio in her ground floor of our house, and that was fine. I was struggling to walk there, so it was a good mile from where I was. And then my knees got really so bad I couldn't do mat Pilates anymore. And I was still doing reformer Pilates with her, but then she moved it upstairs. And honestly, going up the stairs was just a step too far. And I was really, really despondent because for me, Pilates is almost like my form of Zen, my form of meditation. And I plucked up the courage. And I can remember messaging Leanne and saying, "Oh, I can't get on the mat. But do you think there's a way that I could perhaps join your online classes?" Because I think we were going into COVID, or we'd gone into COVID, and thought maybe there's a way that I can do this, maybe from my bed, like with a board or something underneath it. And thankfully said yes. And that absolutely changed my life, really did. Easy. I remember my very first class. I remember exactly how the guest bedroom was laid out. And I couldn't stand up for more than 15 seconds at a time. I was in so much pain. And I found that being on the bed meant I felt more at a level with other people, because I wasn't struggling to get on and off the floor with the mat classes. I found that gave me more confidence to do more of the bed-based exercises, and I was actually more supple than I realised. And so that just grew and grew and grew. And as an aside from that, obviously my confidence grew, my self-esteem grew. We got to have some real laughs in the class as well. So I got to know a lot of the members really, really well, and outside of class too. It just was this whole new, like, evolving community, but also an awareness of my body, and that although I know she is limited in the real world, actually she can do so much more as long as she's given the tools and the relevant support to help her to get fitter. I mean, obviously there's the physicality. I'm doing exercises. The teachers, they all know what we have in the group, so they all know how to work best with us and our body's quirks. They're very supportive. They find all different ways to do various exercises. If we can't do ones that are standing up, then they'll make sure we do similar ones that are seated. I just find it helps me to feel more supple, for sure. I'm much stronger physically. I have a really solid core, even though I may not look from the outside because I'm quite squishy. I actually have a really strong core, which was invaluable when I went in and had breast cancer surgery last year, just in terms of getting me up without having to use my arms and things. So, the osteoarthritis is there. I can't ever get away from that. My knees are so badly damaged. I need knee replacement. There's no getting away from that. But I actually have so much strength elsewhere. But it helps me to get around the house day to day without my crutches. I can walk my dog safely. The osteoarthritis is manageable because everything else around it is strong. Waiting for. I had this really big hang up about going to the gym, which is why I went to a private Pilates teacher. I always felt very insecure about my body size, my shape, my lack of flexibility. And certainly with mat work, no way, I wasn't going to be doing that in front of anybody in public. But actually, the teachers themselves are just so loving and nurturing and caring and empathic, as is everyone else in the groups. We're all there cheering each other on. If I don't feel well one day, I'm loath to miss out on class, so I'll come along with a cup of tea in my pajamas, maybe doing a couple of stretches with my beloved, like, stretchy bits. It's a very, very special place full of very special people, very special teachers. And it really is an absolute honour to be part of that community. So yeah, come on. But it's just such a very special place, Mobilates. It goes beyond the physical and the helping me to get my life back, and also my emotional and mental health as well, because obviously when you're housebound, you feel so less than. You feel like you have absolutely no value in life whatsoever. And that really helped me to get back to myself. And all of the community were part of that. You know, we all help each other. I'm very, very honoured to run the Togetherness sessions. And that's been going now for over 2.5 years. And we have just the most amazing people. And we just get it, you know, when you've got a problem in life or yet another health issue's cropped up, we just get it. And we can just come along and be as we are without having to dress up or dress anything up. We can just hang. And yeah, it's just the best place, really. I know I came to you because I wanted help with my my physical issues, but it was so much more than I ever expected. And I never ever thought I would still be coming to the same teachers so many years on, and yet still find everything so fresh and so new, because obviously as we're evolving, the teachers are evolving, they're learning new things all the time to support us in so many different ways. We have new members coming along into the community with new health conditions that need more support. So yeah, it's a constant evolution. Yeah, and I just can't imagine a time where I'm ever going to get bored. And it's just so nice to feel that however you want to show up and work with whatever you feel that you need to work with in that moment is not going to throw the teachers. They're just going to embrace it and just going to work with it. And that is what I love, I think, probably the most. The fact that you can come as you are and everyone just accepts it. So thank you.